More questions tonight about Chicago police and the use of deadly force. A North Side teen was stopped for a curfew violation and ended up shot twice by a Chicago police officer. The high school student survived the shooting 2.5 years ago, and in this original report tells his story to 2 investigator Dave Savini.
I don't think he had any reason to shoot me, which was exactly excessive force.
Richard Skibicki was a 16-year-old Lincoln Park High School sophomore when he was shot by a Chicago police officer. This is the aftermath.
You think you're lucky to be alive?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the bullet in my leg was 2 centimeters away from my major artery in my leg.
He says the bullet is still in his leg. He also was struck in the arm. A third shot missed him. It began with a midnight snack run at Narragansett and Montrose in 2013.
Where were you coming from?
We were coming from this gas station right here, the BP.
According to a lawsuit Skibicki filed, he was walking with friends past his curfew when police asked for his ID. He said he didn't have it, which enraged one officer who began screaming at him.
He was like an inch away from my face.
And he says he was frightened by what the officer screamed at him.
He said, "How am I supposed to identify your dead body if I find you on the streets?" And after yelling at me, I took off running down this alley.
And how far did you run?
Maybe 3/4 down this alley.
He then tried to climb a fence, and that's when he says bullets started to fly.
So he starts firing at you, and you don't have any kind of weapon?
No, not at all.
At the time of the incident, CPD officials said Skibicki swung this wooden board, posing a threat. Skibicki says that's not true, and that he never once swung or even held the board that was allegedly found near the scene.
You know, he's not going to just say he shot me for running away.
It just doesn't add up. It did not happen.
Attorney Lance Northcutt, who filed a lawsuit for Skibicki, says police fabricated the board story.
There has to be some explanation as to why you just shot a curfew violator twice who's unarmed.
He in part points to this evidence photo of the board. It sits in a perfectly straight line, parallel to the sidewalk, not tossed about.
You think that board was planted there?
Absolutely.
So you were only a few blocks from your house?
Yeah.
You thought you could make it?
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
Pretty stupid thing to do, to run?
Yeah, I admit that, but I think it was stupid of him to shoot me.
Charges against Skibicki were later vacated by a judge. 2 years after the shooting, the officer, Edward Acevedo, was cleared of any wrongdoing by IPRA, the Independent Police Review Authority. An IPRA official had no comment to questions about the positioning of that wooden board. Chicago police had no comment other than to refer us to IPRA. Rob and Erica.
All right, Dave, thank you.